Automatic transmissions make driving easier, but that convenience often leads to bad habits that quietly wreck the gearbox. Mechanics see these mistakes daily. Simple things drivers do without thinking that can cost thousands in repairs. If you want to keep your transmission healthy and avoid huge bills, these are the habits you need to stop right now. Number 1. Shifting from reverse to drive while still moving. One of the biggest killers. Some people switch from reverse to drive or the other way around before the car has fully stopped. That might feel like it saves time, but what you're really doing is forcing the transmission to suddenly reverse the flow of power. All the stress goes straight to the gears and clutches. Over time, this can completely wreck your transmission. So, always come to a full stop before changing directions. That extra second could save you thousands in repairs. Number 2. Skipping the parking brake. Many drivers think the parking brake is only for manual cars. Wrong. In automatics, skipping it means the whole weight of your car rests on a small internal part called the parking pole. If you park on a slope without the brake, that little piece of metal takes all the strain. Eventually, it weakens or fails. Using your parking brake takes pressure off the transmission and keeps your car safer, so make it a habit every time you park. Number 3. Driving in D down steep hills. It feels natural to keep your car in drive when going downhill, but doing this forces your transmission to handle all the resistance. That creates excess heat, wears out your brakes faster, and puts extra stress on the gearbox. Instead, switch to a lower gear like L or 2. That way, you'll get engine braking to help control speed, and your transmission won't overheat. Number 4. Neglecting transmission fluid. Here's a sneaky one that ruins cars slowly. Just like your engine oil, transmission fluid wears out over time. When it's old, it loses its ability to lubricate properly, so heat and friction start eating away at the parts inside. You should check the fluid regularly. It should look bright red and not smell burnt. Change it every 30,000 to 60,000 miles depending on your car's recommendations. Skipping this step is like asking for trouble. Number 5. Warming up the car the wrong way. A lot of people let their cars sit idling for 10 minutes in park, thinking that's the best way to warm things up. But modern cars don't work that way. Idling actually wastes fuel and increases engine wear. Instead, just wait 30 seconds after starting, then drive gently. Both your engine and transmission will warm up faster and more efficiently. Number 6. Shifting to neutral at red lights. Some drivers believe putting their car in neutral while waiting at lights saves fuel. In reality, it doesn't. All it does is disrupt fluid flow inside the transmission, and then you create extra wear every time you shift back into drive. Modern cars are already designed to save fuel while idling, so it's better to just leave it in drive until the light turns green. Number 7. Flooring the gas from a stop. Slamming the accelerator when the light turns green might feel powerful, but it's brutal on your transmission. The sudden force puts strain on the torque converter and clutches, leading to overheating and premature wear. If you want your transmission to last, ease into the gas instead of flooring it every time. Number 8. Towing without a transmission cooler. Towing is already tough on automatic cars because it generates a lot of heat. Without a transmission cooler, you risk overheating the fluid and frying your transmission in minutes. If you plan to tow heavy loads, always use the right gear and consider adding an auxiliary cooler. It's a cheap upgrade compared to replacing the whole gearbox. Number 9. Driving with low fuel. Running your tank close to empty might seem harmless, but it isn't. The fuel pump relies on gasoline for cooling, and when you drive low, it overheats. Plus, air can sneak into the system, messing with performance and putting extra stress on the transmission sensors. To avoid this, keep at least a quarter tank of fuel at all times. Number 10. Ignoring transmission fluid changes. Many car makers don't emphasize fluid changes for transmissions, but that doesn't mean you should skip them. Over time, debris builds up in the fluid and it breaks down. That leads to slipping, overheating, and total failure. Check your fluid monthly if you have a dipstick, or have a mechanic inspect it regularly. A simple fluid change can prevent a nightmare repair bill. Number 11. Driving with different tire sizes. Mixing tire sizes or uneven tread depths throws off power distribution, especially in all-wheel drive vehicles. Your transmission gets confused and starts working harder, which accelerates wear. Always replace tires as a full set and make sure they match the manufacturer's specifications. Number 12. Ignoring early warning signs. If your car starts hesitating, slipping, or making weird noises, don't ignore it. These are early warning signs of transmission trouble. Catching the problem early could mean fixing a cheap sensor, while ignoring it could lead to a $5,000 rebuild. Pay attention and get it checked as soon as something feels off. Number 13. Coasting in neutral downhill. Some drivers throw their car in neutral while coasting downhill, thinking it saves fuel. But in reality, it removes engine braking, forces your brakes to do all the work, and reduces your control. Modern cars are fuel efficient enough that staying in gear is actually better. Number 14. Always driving with heavy loads. Keeping your trunk stuffed with unnecessary items or constantly hauling tools and gear makes your transmission work overtime. The extra weight stresses the engine and gearbox, leading to overheating. Even cutting 100 pounds can improve performance and help your transmission live longer. Number 15. Washing under the hood carelessly. Spraying water directly into the engine bay without covering sensitive parts is risky. If water hits connectors, sensors, or the transmission control module, you could end up with short circuits and shifting issues. When cleaning under the hood, use low pressure and cover electronics to avoid accidental damage. Number 16. Using cruise control in stop-and-go traffic. Cruise control is great on highways, but in traffic or hilly areas, it makes your transmission constantly shift up and down to keep speed. That rapid cycling builds heat and causes wear. Save cruise control for long, flat drives. Number 17. Resting your foot on the brake pedal. Even light pressure on the brake pedal while driving creates unnecessary friction, wearing out brake parts faster. In some cars, it also confuses sensors and causes inconsistent shifting. Keep your foot off the brake unless you're actually stopping. Number 18. Letting your car sit too long. If your car sits parked for weeks or months, seals inside the transmission can dry out, and internal parts may corrode. That leads to leaks, rough shifting, and even failure when you finally start driving again. The fix is simple. Just take your car for a short drive every couple of weeks to keep everything lubricated. Number 19. Ignoring wheel alignment. Bad alignment doesn't just make your car pull to one side, it also creates resistance that your transmission has to fight against. That extra strain shortens its life and reduces fuel efficiency. If your steering feels off, get an alignment check. Number 20. Delaying battery replacement. A weak battery can cause voltage issues that mess with your transmission's control module. That means erratic shifting, error codes, or limp mode. Don't wait until your battery dies. Replace it before it starts affecting the electronics. Number 21. Ignoring transmission mount wear. Transmission mounts hold everything in place and absorb vibrations. When they wear out, you might notice clunking noises or shaking. Driving with bad mounts adds stress to the drivetrain and speeds up wear. If you notice unusual movement or noise, get the mounts checked. Number 22. Misusing manual mode. Many automatics today come with manual or sport mode, letting you shift gears yourself. But if you abuse it, like constantly redlining or harsh downshifting, you're just beating up your transmission. Used properly, it's a handy feature, but you need to shift smoothly and stay within safe limits. Number 23. Letting the car overheat. And finally, the biggest killer, heat. Overheating is the #1 cause of transmission failure. Whether it's from low coolant, a failing radiator, or just heavy traffic on a hot day, too much heat destroys transmission fluid and internal parts. Always keep an eye on your temperature gauge. If it spikes, pull over immediately. There you have it. 23 mistakes that can silently destroy your automatic transmission. The good news is, now you know exactly what to avoid. By breaking these bad habits, checking your fluids, and being mindful of how you drive, you can save yourself from expensive repairs and keep your car running smoothly for years to come. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.